My place is in the garden. The trees and the flowers hide me from everyone else. The flower's scent runs through my nose, into my chest, and warms me. The birds and the butterflies calm me. I think there. I hide there. It is my place.
Why we should preserve the natural world, or why we should preserve natural areas, I think that we first have to ask the question, what's our role on the earth? And some people believe that we are the most successful species on the earth, and that we have some inherent right to do with what we want because we are the most successful. And other people would believe that there is the alternative, which is we don't have a right to manipulate the environment to a certain extent to suit certain needs. And I think I think you first have to ask the question of where do we fit? What's our responsibility to the earth? What's our responsibility to nature? And I happen to believe that we have a responsibility to maintain areas in the best way that we can to maintain what it was like prior to our manipulation of the environment.
Many people have different reasons why they think it's important. You can start at a level of just essentially clean air and clean water, and I think most people can connect to that. For mine is a little bit of a deeper perspective because I have a biology background. It's the preservation of critical habitat for species. That specific natural area habitat, how the inner workings, how that all kind of works together in a bigger picture, in a bigger system. So it's important, preserving one part of it, you're having a positive impact on other components of it too. A lot of people, and especially myself, I find a lot of peace in nature. So, as far as, you have a bad day, you go outside, you walk around, it's just that solitude. The beauty, certainly, of the scenic vistas, or, if you're a person that is into the critters, you see a really cool salamander or something. But I think just finding peace in that connection with nature.
Why is it important to teach our young people about preserving these natural areas?
Because if we don't preserve them now, they won't be there for them in the future at all, and they won't have the opportunities that I've had and hopefully you've had to enjoy these areas and to, again, interact with them and learn about them and broaden their horizons.
I like to play princess, and I hide in the bushes for my mommy and sister and daddy and everybody.
Why is it important to go outside, do you think?
Because I really like it. Because the grass is comfy.
It's fun. I like to get outside, see the sun. Not become white like Gollum.
What do you usually do?
Outside? Play games with my friends.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Manhunt.
Like Manhunt and Tag.
Oh, and like dinosaurs.
Takes us out of the little box that we are normally in, and it connects us to everything else, some greater thing. A lot of people have had religious experiences in the forest or the field. In Buddhism, for instance, the Buddha got enlightened under a tree in the forest, and so did a lot of his major disciples. And emotionally, it's important too, I think, because you could, a number of different things. First of all, it's just the calming, aspect of this all. That helps you to see things more clearly. The kind of emotions that you had back in the city, you now maybe have some distance and you can understand them better. And you can also feel your empathy, your love arising in these places just by observing what's going on.
Starting with your generation and certainly the ones to come after you, experience is something that's changing. Experience is something that now comes to us through Google, and so all of a sudden, there's a great article called Image Culture by Christine Rosen, I believe, and she talks about this whole idea of how the experience changes and how images form what we believe something to be like. And so I think that these areas are important because they're real. Not that images aren't real, not that the experience that one does have by looking at these things on the computer isn't real, it is. But you can't pick the dirt up, you can't smell the air, you can't feel the sunlight on your face or the coolness of the air. And I think that experience is changing for your generation and the ones to come. And I think because so much information is readily available within a split second, which is also amazing. But without these places to truly go to, what does the experience become?